Yeah! Finally! Woo! That's the first one of the trip right there. I just did not feel comfortable doing all this other stuff. And I went to what I knew. And what I know is flipping hyacinth mats, even when the water gets cold, that's where they like to be. I'm on a channel swing. I stopped here in a creek channel. Ah, finally. And that's what we came for, boys and girls. Woo! Oh, that feels good. All right, thank you, fish. I got actually 2 bites right in here. Maybe even 3. That was in the furthest part of that mat. I picked the channel swing because this would probably be where the deepest water would be at. And we're gonna see if we can't replicate this. I was fishing out on a flat earlier. Couldn't get anything. Just didn't feel comfortable, like I said, doing that. And so, like I said, the one thing I know about Florida fishing, the one thing I feel supremely confident in, is flipping mats when it gets cold. Absolutely. I mean, so many tournaments have won that way. That's what I feel comfortable doing. Woo! That was a good fish. He felt good. Put him on the old jungle rod, flipping a gambler. We're gonna keep at it, see if we can't continue to replicate this pattern. That was at least a 4-pounder. At least. Skinny though. Sock 'em number 2. What the heck is that? Is that a bass? Holy. Today's definitely one of those, like, getting bit. Yeah. That's what we're down here to do, catch fish, have fun. He shot out like a rocket, man. Oh yeah, number 2. Something maybe about this bank or this wood that they like, but this is where I caught my fish a while ago and I came back. Also got a little bit more feedback that time. I wasn't sure earlier if I'd caught the fish on the lift or on the drop or on the bottom on the fall. He was definitely on the bottom. Mustad, that was got him right between the eyes almost. He was definitely down on the bottom, and I think that little bit of discolorization on the bottom of his belly there, I think that's kind of a telling sign there too. That they're, I mean, again, cold front just rolled in, big north wind, big rain. I mean, you're talking drop 20 degrees in the overnights. Overnights were in the mid 50s. It dropped all the way down to 30s. You know, I always say that fish will tell you immediately if you're doing something right. And as soon as I started flipping this side right here, I got bit really fast. They bit the pinchers off my crawls, and kept at it. Now I've got my second fish of the day, second bass of the day. But again, I think they're relating a little bit on the bottom, so I'm gonna let this soak a little bit more on the bottom versus pulling it up. Number 3. Look at that guy. Look at that guy. That's the way you do it. That's one way to do it, right? I had to show off, man. I was like, ah, they come in through here. I better show off.
It's a perfect day for doing that.
It really is.
I'm gonna go murder the speckled perch.
Oh yeah, is that what y'all have to?
Killing them.
Oh man,
Biggins.
nice. Well, good luck to you. Thanks for calling down. I appreciate it.
No problem, man. Catch him.
Thank you. You too. Number tree. Got a little mess of them right here, I think. Like he said, perfect day for doing that. And the many trips that I've taken down here to Florida, some to where I've gotten completely skunked. I mean, fished for a week and got skunked. FLW Costa tournament. Oh, that was rough. I mean, it was rough on everybody. Cold front moving in, but can't harp enough with the hyacinth mats. You can find them. I mean, right here we've got a little bit of wood, and I tossed back up into that wood. So this might be the little bit of a pattern. I'm on a channel swing in a creek, but channel swing with wood and hyacinth mixed up. And again, that was on the bottom, and I left that on the bottom when I was hopping it. So I think I figured out kind of what they're wanting. And man, you gotta, that first fish I had, I just didn't have enough of a story to tell with that one, because I didn't feel the bite. I was just kind of like, something felt weird, so I just set the hook on it and was a good fish. A little bit about the setup that I'm using. It's the jungle rod right there. Super grip. I like that it's nice and long, so like as heavy as this weight is, it's like a 2-ounce weight. As heavy as that is, I can just put it right out there and I can brace it up against underneath my shoulder there. So I'm I'm gonna switch to missile baits here in a minute, but you know what, I'm using Gambler why nots. And what I like about them is this body. This is a good body, but it's supple, and you can when you rig this, you rig it to where it sticks into the bait. You don't bring it through and Texpose it like that, because you won't get as much life out of it. Having a heavy rod like this jungle rod paired with my heavy duty speed spool, that's kind of where it's at, guys. That's kind of the ultimate setup there. 50-pound P-line braid. I've never really gone 65-pound. I've never seen a reason to do 65-pound. 50-pound has always done what I needed to do. And this P-line is actually quite thin for a 50-pound braid. I think that's the X8 braid. Gambler, why not? I'll drop the links down in the description below so you can find these, but let's get back to it. They're getting bigger, boys and girls. Yeah. Woo! Ha! Look how green that one is. On the missile baits, D-bomb, of course. They're liking it on the bottom. They want it on the bottom. That's where they want it. You gotta figure out how they want it. Otherwise, they won't bite it. That is a hefty one, guys. Ugh. Getting ready. You gonna get a picture. That is a good one. Put him back in the water. Nice. Oh man. Jeez. He freaking annihilated that on the up. Whoa! That's a black bass right there, boys and girls. Woo! All right, so a little bit more into that pattern. Why this side versus the rest of the stuff. I scanned through here with my electronics, found that this was one of the, let's see, we're probably exactly on my mark. Yep, right on my mark. Scanned through here with my electronics, and noted that this bank held just a slightly 1 foot difference than some of this other stuff. So marked that 1 foot difference Bam! Love it when a plan comes together. Man, I should have kept all these fish. Would have had a good picture. Woo! I mean, as it was coming up, he came up and smacked it. Just smacked it. That was on the destroyer. Another fine Missile Baits product. I started using these this year. I'm a big D-bomb fan, of course, and this is just a little bit bigger of a profile, but you know, it's got those kicking legs on there. That was number 5. Missile Baits, destroyers.